Okay,
Hello,
we
Prof.
are 1 second and take it away.
Hello, Professor. This is Ningjun Zhang. I'm from Group C, and today we will presenting a project which called Luxury Hospitality Industry in the United States. First of all, let me introduce my group members first. We have five group members. They are Adena, Arnie, Jazz, Jen, and me. And today, let me introduce my topic first. Slide two. So, so for this topic, we will basically discuss about five things. First, the market structure, and second, the key player strategies, and third, the demand and supply, which also include the reasons for growth in demand and supply. And fourth, we will discuss about the cost structure and the profit maximi maximiza maximization. And fifth, the pros and cons of the sector. And at the very last, we will give you our conclusion based on the topic.
Okay, I'm going to take it from here. First of all, the market structure. The luxury hospitality structure includes high-end hotels, resorts, and other accommodation types that offer premium services and amenities. It caters to affluent individual and business travelers seeking exclusive experience and personalized service. This is the market we're going to cover. These are basically hotels that offer you the most top tier of service. And I'm going to break them down as we go forward. So let's look at the competitive landscape. While the luxury hospitality industry in the US shares some characteristics of an oligopoly due to presence of the major players, its features such as product differentiation and the varied sellers and varying levels of brand loyalty make it largely consistent with a monopolistic competition. Here we can see that based on our real life experiences, most hotels offer the same services to the very peak. It's always great service. What differentiates them is their tiny factors as to location, what amenities they're using, what kind of rooms they're providing, what kind of views the room has, things like that, and as for and cost structure as well. Now the market segmentation. The market is highly segmented depending on location, offerings, and service offered, as I was saying earlier. It is as follows. Luxury hotels. Luxury hotels, premium are your Ritz-Carlton, your Hyatt. These are the top tiers of hotels. Majorly box properties have your regular amenities like a swimming pool, an all-day dining, a restaurant, and a bar. Then there are boutique hotels. These are tiny hotels that are in specific locations or have specific offerings that are unique to them. And that is how they cater to the luxury market. Then there is resort and spa. And I can speak to this personally because I work at a resort and spa, and our major offering is our five-star spa and the golf course that comes along with it. Both make it extremely unique and the differentiation factor. We offer the same services as Ritz-Carlton, but the Ritz-Carlton does not share the location as Pebble Beach. And that is what differentiates us. And then there are private rentals. These would be your luxury Airbnbs, timeshares, and so on and so forth. Moving forward, factors affecting trends. Luxury hospitality often correlates with economic performances. Factors such as disposable income, business travels, global travel restrictions greatly influence market dynamics. The reason I say that is because a large segment of luxury travel is from corporate groups, and which is why groups coming from outside of the America and how visa restrictions uh, fall into place affect travel levels immensely. Then there are disposable income levels. The reason why I say this is because, well, what do we do with our free time and our excess money? We go on vacations, we spend it on things that we like to do, we spend it on experiences, and that is the key motivating factor behind luxury hospitality. There is a need to adhere to various regulations concerning zoning, health and safety, and hospitality services, which can vary by state, municipality and ever changing with time. This has become even more so prominent after COVID. As you have seen, there has been an increase in the need for health and sanitation requirements and how hotels treat their in inner areas before guests arrive, as far as sanitizing the room, bed sheets, are they used fresh, are they reused, are they washed regularly, things so on and such forth. Another growing trend is sustainability and eco-friendly practices. This is because hotels on a larger scale that offer luxury services often tend to offer specific services, and this can lead to a lot of wastage as well, because who's going to donate a porterhouse half eaten, right? And this became increasingly popular in the late 80s, and hence why in with the modern awareness for eco-friendly practices, this has become a very popular trend. And like I was discussing earlier, increased focus on health and safety standards.
So I'm going to talk about the key strategies that make luxury hotels successful. In this highly competitive industry, it's all about standing out by offering unique experience and making guests feel truly special. Let's dive into two major factors that define success: brand identity and technology. First, let's look at brand differentiation, which is all about how hotels make themselves memorable. For example, Four Seasons is famous for creating personalized experiences that feel custom made for each guest. Whether it's anticipating a guest's favorite drink or arranging a surprise celebration, they're all about those thoughtful personal touches that make people feel valued. Ritz-Carlton, on the other hand, focuses on service. Their motto, "Ladies and gentlemen serving ladies and gentlemen," reflects a culture of respect and refinement. They emphasize treating both guests and staff with dignity, which creates a warm and elegant atmosphere where everyone feels important. Then there is St. Regis, which takes luxury a step further by offering unique services like personal bottles and signature rituals, such as their evening champagne sobering. The special touches help them stand out in the minds of travelers who want something more exclusive and tailored. Next, let's talk about the role of technology in luxury hotels, which is changing the way guests interact with those spaces. In today's world, convenience is the key, and the best hotels know how to use tech to make things easy without losing their personal touch. For example, Mary's Luxury Collection has introduced mobile check-ins, smart rooms controls, and digital concierge services. Guests can skip the front desk, adjust the room temperature with their phones, or ask for extra towels. Although a simple app, it's about making the stay smooth and stress-free. Fooditans also integrates technology in a smart way. Their mobile app lets guests personalize their stay before they even arrive. Whether they want a specific pillow type, need a dietary request, or want to schedule a spa appointment, it's all possible through the app. It's a perfect blend of convenience and luxury, with technology enhancing the experience without overshadowing personal service. So, in summary, luxury hotels succeed by offering both personalized service and smart technology, whether it's the way they treat their guests or the way they use technology to make life easier. Hotels like Four Seasons, Ritz-Carlton's, St. Regis, and Marriott's Luxury Collection shows that true luxury is about more than just fancy decor. It's about creating memorable, effortless experience for every guest. Can you go to the next slide? Moving to sustainability and wellness, we see brands like Six Senses and One Hotels leading with eco-friendly constructions and operations that minimize environmental impact while promoting wellness through personalized service. In the realm of exclusive partnership and experiences, Port Astoria sets a high standard with Michelin-starred dining options created through collaborations with celebrity chefs. Amman Resorts offers unique cultural experiences, including private tours and exclusive site access, making each stay unforgettable. These initiatives not only enhance guest satisfaction but also set those brands apart in a competitive market.
So now I will be talking about the demand and the supply. So recently we have noticed one thing, that the luxury hotel, even the price of them are so high, but the demand and supply is increasing instead. So I will summarize it. I will conclude it for 3 characters. So the first is a raise of income. So after pandemic, especially the recent 2 years, as each country gradually unlocks itself, like people can get out to travel abroad. So also due to the pandemic, as a result of being locked up by the pandemic of the whole year, or for like 2 years for some country, so people are more willing to spend money on travel and enjoying the whole process. So to release some of the emotion or the pressure that they have during the pandemic, so they want to go to a luxury hotel to release their pressure, to enjoy, to have fun. So this is one fact. This is one factor that that will affect the demand and supply of the luxury hotel. And the second one is the influence by the social media. So nowadays, the technology is fast. So many people can see each other's post on social media, like Instagram, like Twitter, like Facebook, whatever. So once people post some like beautiful pictures on those social media, other people will see that and will be attracted to that. So people will have an interest in go to those places and live in the hotel that they posted. So when they got attracted by those pictures, they will go to the same place and enjoy and spend money. So this is the second reason why the demand and supply is increasing. And the third one, and the last one but not least one, so it's because of the unique services that the hotel is providing. So usually the luxury hotel will provide very special services like the high quality of the waiters and the high quality of food of whatever, like we mentioned earlier. That is the third reason that why people got attracted to live in the expensive hotels. Even they spend more money, but they enjoy it, but they have much more fun. That this is also the reason. So for the demand and the supply, and those are the main factors that why the demand and supply is increasing.
Okay, next I'm going to talk about the cost structure in the luxury hospitality industry. So, any industry we talk about, as Anirudh and Nijing and Adina has already talked about, like different kind of services that are offered by luxury hotel. They all come with a cost. And here's the breakdown for all these costs. First is the mortgage. I'm going to start with the uh, fixed costs. The first one in fixed costs is the mortgage or lease payment. So they have to pay for the place, the land, where they have their hotel, and that's a fixed cost. They cannot like that cost doesn't change on based on how many people are coming into the hotel and taking their rooms. The second one is the manager's salaries. The salaries for the people at the managerial level, even the head chefs in the kitchen, their salaries are fixed. There's no way for the hotel to go around with their salaries. And next one is licensing. Uh, as they have to follow. I'm going to combine the two next to licensing and regulation compliance. Uh, they deal with a lot of segments like food and serving alcohol and everything. So they have to be sure they are compliant with all the licenses that they required, and they follow all the compliance regulations. So that also comes with a fixed cost that they need to incur. And then the last one is marketing and branding. They still need to propagate their like tell people about their existence of their hotel. So they do different kinds of marketing and branding, and that's another fixed cost that they can avoid. So the way they can reduce their fixed costs is by economies of scale, which means they have to uh, aim at selling as many rooms per night as possible. Next slide, please. Next will be the marginal cost. So the marginal cost in luxury hospitality industry, it consists of labor cost, which includes salaries for the housekeeping staff, service staff, chefs, and servers, etc. Next will be the utility cost. So that cost changes as if they are renting out 100 rooms, they will be paying electricity only for that 100 rooms. And if they're renting out more rooms, the cost of electricity, water, and all those utility will go up. Next is food and beverages. So people living in the hotel, they go for breakfast, dinner, and they often, everyone enjoys having a room service ordered for them. So that's another cost that they need to incur. Events and entertainment, all the luxury hotels that I've been to, they always have some kind of the holiday events going on. Every time I'm traveling around uh, the holiday season, so they that is like that is not like that doesn't come with the revenue, but directly, but they only incur that if they know there's going to be more rush coming to the hotel. And the last one is the supplies of like different uh, supplies like toiletries, electronics, beddings, etc. Next slide, please. So to maximize the profit in the luxury hospitality industry, as we know, uh, luxury hospitality industry is a monopolistically competitive industry. So in this industry, the can only maximize the profit by when the marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue. So basically this point right here, and at this quantity, when we combine it with the demand crowd, shows they should be selling per room at a P star, and they should be selling Q star number of rooms to maximize their profits. And their profit is reflected by the shaded area right here. And some ways in which they try to maximize their profit is real-time price adjustment, which means they have to monitor where like how many people are trying to find a luxury hotel room, and they increase price based on when there's higher demand, and they decrease the price when there's lower demand for the rooms. Then demand forecasting, that is they have to prepare themselves for coming up holidays and planned vacations when people travel a lot. So they can optimize their costs by scheduling their staff and other costs in a better way. Then next is optimal overbooking. Uh, it's clear from the history that usually there are a lot of cancellations, and to overcome this problem, they usually overbook their hotel. And so if there is any cancellation, they are still able to reach their maximum quantity by having all the rooms filled during their peak season. Next is preventive measures. They offer different services that Anirudh already discussed to like attract people to their hotel or resort. And next is the cancellation fee, where they charge you a cancellation fee if you cancel hotel like in last minute or like few hours before your actual check-in time, so that you less people cancel their trip, and they still get their revenue. And the last one is rewards and loyalty program. Uh, all the luxury hotels, they partner with the big credit card companies or some other agencies where they provide points or some other reward system to their customers. Thank you. Jazz.
Okay, so moving on to the pros and cons of the industry since COVID-19. So like some of the pros have been that there is a growing demand now for more tailored and exclusive experiences. So travelers are now trying to seek more personalized, unique, and more meaningful experiences, which is prompting luxury hotels to provide custom services and private accommodations. So for example, like some of the like hotel chains such as Rosewood, they've been offering like residences now, as well as their hotels, to offer that kind of more bespoke experience where people can kind of have a home from home, but with all the hotel amenities. And then there has been more emphasis on health and safety, which is obviously a benefit to everybody included. So strengthened cleanliness protocols and health measures have fostered consumer trust, compelling luxury brands to prioritize guest safety, which is obviously a competitive edge for the hotels themselves. And then thirdly, commitment to sustainability. So the pandemic has raised awareness around sustainability for both parties, so consumers as well as hotel owners. So travelers are actually eager and more able to spend extra on luxury travel experiences, and businesses that incorporate corporate social responsibility initiatives into their operational strategies could effectively enhance purchasing intent as well because of that. And then next is advancement in digital solutions. So hotels are implementing more sophisticated technology for reservations, customer service, and like contactless interactions, and enhancing overall efficiency and guest satisfaction. And then lastly, which has been a big plus for a lot of people around the world, would be opportunities for remote work. So this is a new, obviously, segment of the whole kind of post-COVID situation. Remote work has become more prevalent worldwide, and luxury hotels are catering to extended stays and work from hotel packages, appealing to, you know, growing segment of remote professionals. So yeah, moving on to the cons. So the cons are that, yes, there is still a lot of market volatility. There is still variations in some travel restrictions where COVID may come up here and there may be like an outbreak. And obviously that does affect still consumer confidence. I know friends of mine that still are very wary of that because they have older grandparents and things like that. So there is still uncertainty around the market, and that can be really unpredictable for the luxury market. Then secondly is economic consequences. So the pandemic caused obviously the largest downfall of the economy in history. And obviously these downturns in the economy and now a recovering economy may impact the spending behavior of affluent individuals, you know, resulting in lower occupancy rates and revenues for luxury accommodations. Obviously, you know, the spiral effect of the travel industry, COVID and everything, you know, not many people have as much disposable income, and, you know, we're still recovering. So people, you know, don't have that means to just travel in that way anymore. So that definitely has an impact on them. Then thirdly, workforce shortages. So the sector is encountering staffing obstacles. Obviously, everyone's still bouncing back from post-COVID. So that obviously complicates things, especially when you're in a luxury hotel and you've got high standards to uphold when people are paying excess prices. And then fourthly, evolving consumer taste. So changes in travel preferences towards more casual and experimental types of vacations may steer some luxury travelers away from conventional luxury options. So yeah, consumer tastes are changing, but obviously, you know, people are catering to that, but that could also have an impact on other things as well. Like, for example, where people maybe don't want to travel regularly, they may be taking like private aviation more, things like that since COVID, because they don't want to risk their health and things like that. So that also has an impact on sustainability too. And then lastly, escalating operational expenses. So stricter health protocols and sustainability measures can lead to higher operational costs. So that could potentially influence profit margins, but is probably not going to be a major con for most of these luxury hotels. And then just to conclude, so the luxury hospitality industry in the US is in a monopolistic market with hints of oligopoly. There are many major players in the market, but it is obviously very saturated. Each segment of the market is unique in its own set of offerings and the tier of service that they offer. For the luxury hospitality industry, profit maximizes at the point where marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue. And obviously the industry has many pros and cons. since COVID, and but one thing for certain is that, you know, travel is picking back up, and that is obviously something everybody wants to do, and more so especially since COVID. So yeah, thank you so much.
And these are references. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you, everyone.